Welcome back to Max with RP. In one of the videos we had discussed and explored quadratic equations. Today we are going to see in greater detail what is a quadratic equation, how to form quadratic equations, and then how to check whether a particular value is a root of a quadratic equation, etc. Now look at this problem. So the first problem is identifying whether they are quadratic or not. Because sometimes if you look at it directly, you may know it's quadratic. X square minus 5x plus 6 is a quadratic polynomial. X square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0 will be a quadratic equation. So that is the difference between a quadratic polynomial and a quadratic equation, the presence of an equal to sign. Okay, now you are given two equations and you are asked to check whether they are quadratic. So what is a linear equation if the highest power of the variable is 1? What is a quadratic equation if the highest power of the variable is 2? So that is what distinguishes one type of polynomial or one type of equation from another. If you look at the first one, it is x cube plus 2 cube is 8 plus 3a square into 2 plus 3 into x into 2 square is equal to 2x cube minus 2x. So I am just simplifying x cube plus 8 plus 6x square plus 12x equal to minus 2x cube plus 2x equal to 0. So what is the highest power of x? So let me just simplify x cube minus 2x cube will give me minus x cube. Okay, then I have plus 6x square. Then I have 12x plus 2x, 14x plus 8 equal to 0. So what is the highest power of x? The highest power of x is 3. So it is a cubic equation, not a quadratic. So what we are discussing now is how to identification of quadratic equations. Now look at the second part of the question. You have 2x plus 3 by x equal to 5. This is the second question and this is the first. So sometimes directly if you look at the equation, you may not be able to explicitly clearly say whether it's quadratic or not. But when you simplify, you understand the equation much better. So I'm taking LCM. I'll get 2x square plus 3 equal to 5. So 2x square plus 3 is equal to 5x. So 2x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. So it is, what is the highest power of x? 2. So it is a quadratic. Therefore, it's a quadratic equation. Are you able to follow how to identify? Sometimes simplification helps us to understand the equation much better. Now this is, you are given a situation, you are going to express it in the form of a quadratic equation. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So let Rohan's age be x. Then Rohan's mother's age is how much? Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So x plus 26. The product of their ages in years 3 years from now. So 3 years later. So 3 years from now, these are the present ages. These are the present ages. At present, Rohan is X years old. At present, Rohan's mother is X plus 26 years old. Now, after 3 years, what will be Rohan's age? Rohan's age will be X plus 3. What will be Rohan's mother's age? What is her age now? X plus 26. So add 3. So it will become X plus 29. So after 3 years, their ages become X plus 3 and X plus 29. Now it is given that the product of their ages 3 years hence from now will be 360. Therefore, X plus 3 into X plus 29 is 360. So X square plus 3x plus 29x plus, what is 3 into 29? 87 equal to 360. So x square plus 3x, plus 32x minus 360 minus 87. Equal to 363 equal to 0. 10 minus 7, 270 equal to 0. Are you able to follow? So this is how you form the quadratic equation. This problem is about generating the quadratic equation. So 3 years from now, their ages are x plus 3 and x plus 29, and the product of the ages is 360. So x plus 3 into x plus 229 equal to 360. So x square plus 32x equal to 360 minus 87. Is it 263? Are you all able to follow how to form quadratic equations? Now, each of the following, you have to check whether the given numbers are roots or not. You are given a quadratic equation and you are given two values. You have to check whether each one is a root or not. So, what is the first quadratic equation? X square plus root 2x minus 4 equal to 0. So first you have to check whether is root 2 a solution. Only if it is a solution, it's a root of the equation. So is square root of 2 a solution? So what should I do? I should replace x by root 2. So root 2 square plus root 2 into root 2 minus 4. Is it 0 is what you have to check. Root 2 square is 2 plus root 2 into root 2 is 2 minus 4 equal to 0. Therefore, root 2 is a solution. Now, next you have to check whether minus 2 root 2 is a solution. Question mark. Okay, so the equation is x square plus root 2x minus 4 equal to 0. I am going to replace x with minus 2 root 2. So minus 2 root 2 square plus root 2 into minus 2 root 2 minus 4. Okay, is it 0? This is 2 square is 4, 4 into 2, 8. Minus 1 square is, it will make it positive. 2 square is 4. Root 2 square is 2. 4 into 2, 8. Minus root 2 into root 2 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Minus 4. So 8 minus 8, 0. Therefore, minus 2 root 2 is also a solution, is also a root of the equation. Root or 0. So how do you check whether a particular value is a root of a quadratic equation? You substitute and check whether the equation is satisfied. Now you are given 1 is a root of two equations, ay square plus ay plus 3 equal to 0 and y square plus y plus b equal to 0. You have to find the value of ab. So the equation is ay square plus ay plus 3 equal to 0. 1 is a root. Root is the same as saying it's a solution of the equation. So replace y by 1. So I will get a into 1 square plus a into 1 plus 3 equal to 0. So 2a plus 3 is 0. Therefore a equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay. Next we have to check whether 1 is a root of y square plus y plus b equal to 0. It is given 1 is a root. So 1 satisfies the equation 1 plus 1 plus b equal to 0. So b equal to minus 2. So a is minus 3 by 2 and b is minus 2. Because we know 1 is a solution, it satisfies the equation. Using that concept, we have determined the values of a and b. If one root is 2 of the given quadratic equation, which is 2x square so you have 2x square plus kx minus 6 equal to 0. One root is 2. Okay. I find the value of k and also find the other root. So let the other root be alpha. Let the other root be alpha. Okay. So if one root is 2, then you know that what is the product of the roots? 2 into alpha is equal to product of the roots. You know, when you have studied on the chapter on polynomials, you know product of roots for a quadratic polynomial is always given by c by a. Comparing this with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay. Now, one root is 2, the other root is alpha. So, 2 alpha is minus 6 by 2, which is minus 3. So, alpha equal to minus 3 by 2. Okay. Now, the sum of the roots is equal to minus b by a. What is minus b by a? Minus k by 2. Sum of the roots is minus k by 2. Now minus k by 2 is equal to, what is the sum of the roots? Alpha is minus 3 by 2 and one root of the equation is given as 2. So plus 2. One root is given as 2. The other root we have found using the fact that the product of the roots is c by a. The other root we have found to be minus 3 by 2. Sum of the roots is alpha plus 2. Minus 3 by 2 plus 2. So minus k by 2 equal to minus 3 plus 4 by 2, which is half. So both have 2 in the denominator. So k equal to minus 1. So the value of k is minus 1 and the value of alpha is minus 3 by 2. Is it clear? Now, if one root is a reciprocal of the other, you are given an equation 5x square plus 13x plus k equal to 0 is the given quadratic equation. Okay. And what is given? One root is the reciprocal of the other. So if one root is alpha, what will be the other root? 1 by alpha. So let the roots be alpha and 1 by alpha. Why I have chosen like that? Because it is given that one root is reciprocal of the other. So if I choose one root to be alpha, the other one becomes 1 by alpha. Now, what is the product of the roots? Product, use a different color. Product is alpha into 1 by alpha equal to c by a. Comparing this with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now what is c? C is k and a is 5. Now here alpha alpha gets cancelled. So you get 1 equal to k by 5. K by 5 is c by a. And c by a is also alpha into 1 by alpha. Therefore, k equal to 5. So we have found the value of k. Are you able to follow? I have used the fact. Why didn't I use the sum of the roots? Because the product, I use product of the roots formula because when I multiply alpha and 1 by alpha, I know I'll get 1. And that will simplify the problem to a very great extent. So that kind of thinking also you should develop when you solve problems. Now, one root is thrice the other. Find the value of k. So, let the roots be, what is the given quadratic? X square plus 12x minus k equal to 0. Let the roots be alpha and 3 alpha. Why? Because it is given one root is thrice the other. Okay. So, sum of the roots equal to minus b by a. So comparing it with, this is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So sum of the roots is minus b by a, which is minus 12 by 1. Okay, so sum of the roots is 4 alpha. So 4 alpha is minus 12, alpha equal to minus 3. Are you able to follow how we get alpha equal to minus 3? Now what is the question asked? You have to find what is the value of k. So what is the product of the roots? Product of the roots equal to c by a, which is minus k by 1. Okay. Now what is c by a minus k by 1? And what is the product of the roots? Alpha is minus 3. So if the roots are minus 3 alpha and 3 alpha, minus 9. Because the roots are given to, one is thrice the other. If alpha is minus 3 is one root, the other root will be 3 times this, which is minus 3 into 3 minus 9. Now product of the roots is minus k. So minus k equal to minus 3 into minus 9, which is 27. Therefore, k equal to minus 27. Therefore, k equal to minus 27. Is it clear? Find the value of p for which one root of the quadratic equation is 6 times the other. So what is the quadratic equation? Px square minus 14x plus 8 equal to 0. Find the value of p for which one root is 6 times the other. So if let the roots be alpha and 6 alpha. So sum will be 7 alpha, which is minus b by a, which is 14 by p. So 7 alpha is 14 by p. Now what is the product of the roots? Which is alpha into 6 alpha, which is 6 alpha square, which is equal to c by a. C by a is 8 by p. Okay, now from this, okay, I'll get alpha, or I can do one thing. Here I have 6 alpha square. Now this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Using these equations, we have to find the value of p. Now from here, alpha equal to 14 by 7p, because the 7 will come when it comes to right-hand side, comes to the denominator. So alpha equal to 2 by p. Now substituting into, this is what is alpha, 2 by p. Substituting in the second equation, 6 into alpha square will be 4 by p square is equal to 8 by p. See, 6 alpha square is 8 by p, right? What is alpha? Alpha is 2 by p. Alpha square will be 4 by p square. Okay, so I'll simplify this. So I can cancel off 4 with 8. I will get 2. 2 goes in 6 3 times. So 3 by p square equal to 1 by p. Okay, cross multiplying 3p equal to p square, which implies p square minus 3p equal to 0. P into p minus 3 equal to 0. So p equal to 0 or 3. But if p is 0, it will not be a quadratic equation. So it's not possible. P can only be 3. Why? Because if p was 0, it will cease to be a quadratic equation. But it is given that it is a quadratic. So which value of p will be satisfied? Only the value of p equal to 3. So we have taken the roots to be alpha and 6 alpha. We have used the fact that the sum is 7 alpha and we got minus b by a, which is 14 by p. 6 alpha square is the product, which is c by a, which is equal to 8 by p. From here we found alpha to be 2 by p, substituted in the second equation, and we solved for p. We got two values for p, 0 and 3. We are eliminating 0 because if I take p to be 0, it will not be a quadratic equation. Now, form a quadratic equation whose roots are given. How do you form a quadratic equation? In the chapter on polynomials itself we have studied that a quadratic polynomial is x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots. Since it's a quadratic equation, this is equal to 0. So x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. Now what are the roots? 3 plus root 5 by 2 and 3 minus root 5 by 2. So 3 plus root 5 by 2 plus 3 minus root 5 by 2. Sum of the roots will be what? 3 plus root 5 plus 3 minus root 5. So root 5 gets cancelled, 6 by 2, which is 3. So x square minus 3x. This is sum. What will be the product? Product will be 3 plus root 5 by 2 into 3 minus root 5 by 2, which is 1 by 4 into 9 minus a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So 9 minus 5, which is 4 by 4. which is 1. So product is 1, sum is 6, sum is what? 6 by 2, which is 3. So S equal to 3. So minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation. X square minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. The roots given by 3 plus root 5 by 2 and 3 minus root 5 by 2. I hope you enjoyed this session today. We have been discussing just an introduction to what are quadratic equations, how to identify one, how to check whether a particular value is a root of a quadratic equation, and also revise the concept of relation between the roots and the coefficients of the quadratic equation. So please go through the entire video, and until we meet next time where we will solve slightly more difficult problems. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and please share it to your friends if you find this useful. Goodbye.